Jamar Chase just lost $57,156, all because of a single moment of pure emotion on the field. Yeah, that jaw-dropping number is the exact price of the spit that landed near Jalen Ramsey. One split second, one heated exchange, and suddenly Chase is writing a check bigger than what most people make in a year. But here's the part most fans forget: the NFL doesn't keep a penny of that money. Every fine, whether it's taunting, unnecessary roughness, or anything in between, is sent straight to charity. It goes to youth football programs, community projects, and organizations the league partners with to support kids who dream about playing this game one day. And while that sounds noble, it also shows how unforgiving the league can be. One emotional misstep, and suddenly you're contributing tens of thousands of dollars to a cause you didn't exactly choose. Here's the part most fans never think about: when money starts flying around in the NFL, especially in situations involving the Bengals, the numbers get wild fast. Teams and players have all kinds of financial structures built into their contracts, and Jamar Chase is no different. His per-game active bonus alone is massive. We're talking about a payout that climbs into the tens of thousands every single week he suits up. That number fluctuates, but it lands right in the neighborhood of $58,823 per game, tied directly to being active on game day. Now here's where things get crazy: that game check has nothing to do with the fine he just took. That $57,156 penalty? That's on top of everything else. To put it simply, Chase wasn't just losing part of a bonus. He was losing the equivalent of an entire game check and absorbing a separate NFL fine big enough to make any normal person dizzy. When you add it all together, you start to realize how brutal these moments can be for a star player. One heated second on the field, and suddenly the numbers look like a calculator having a meltdown. Chase's contract structure, his bonus, the league penalty, it all stacks into a reminder of how costly one misstep can become in Cincinnati. When you stack the game check numbers with the actual fine, the total hit Jamar Chase is staring at is staggering. You're talking about well over $500,000 evaporating because of one moment he wishes he could take back. And look, anyone can understand why he'd appeal it. When the league takes that much money off your plate, you at least try to push back. But whether you're a fan or a player, the reality is simple: you can't spit on someone ever. Not on another human being, not on another player, not in the middle of a rivalry game. That line just isn't crossed. Even if Chase believes the situation with Pittsburgh was getting out of control, even if he felt their defenders were taking shots all night, none of that gives him a case the league will accept. The appeal is basically doomed before it starts. And with the person reviewing it already having a history of friction with Cincinnati, the odds drop from slim to non-existent. But the painful part? Chase could have walked away from this week with roughly $564,000 still in his pocket. Instead, that money is gone, not because of his performance, not because of the opponent, but because of one emotional second that cost him a fortune. Yeah, he's a superstar with a massive contract, but even for a player at his level, losing that kind of money is no small thing. At the end of the day, this whole situation comes down to one simple truth: every action in the NFL carries a consequence. That's the part players can't escape, and this moment with Jamar Chase is the perfect example. You spit on another player, you're getting fined. No debate, no loophole, no way out. The league doesn't overlook that, and honestly, they shouldn't. Bengals fans can hate the Steelers all day long, trust me, most of us do, but even then, you can't defend what Chase did here. There are plenty of ways to send a message on the field. Throw a block. Stand your ground. Match intensity with intensity. But spitting? That crosses a line. And look, even Ramsey throwing a punch makes more sense in that context. When someone spits in your direction, emotions explode instantly. It's human nature. But if Chase had hit back physically, or responded with the same chippy play Ramsey was getting away with all game, nobody would be talking about a meltdown or disrespect. That's football. That's part of the rivalry. But spitting at another player, that hits a different level. It's disrespectful in a way that goes way beyond the usual AFC North aggression. So yeah, it is what it is. Chase made the choice, and the consequences followed. And for the Bengals, it turns a heated moment into an expensive lesson that didn't need to happen. There's no doubt Jamar Chase will look back at this and feel the weight of it, because losing more than $500,000 over one moment is something no player forgets. And the tough part is, everyone already knows how this appeal ends. The league isn't going to overturn it, not with the evidence and not with the nature of the incident. Honestly, the smartest move for Chase would be to step up, own the mistake, and acknowledge it publicly. Something simple, admitting he let the moment get the best of him, would go a long way. Bengals fans respect accountability, and so does the locker room. Instead of fighting a battle he can't win, taking responsibility would show maturity and help the team move past the distraction. Because at the end of the day, Chase is one of the leaders of this offense. And leaders don't need to win every appeal, they just need to learn from the moment and get ready for the next game. And as always, when it comes to the Steelers, Cincinnati fans don't need any reminders where the rivalry stands.